Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for taking the time to go through and highlight the key elements in your PCEA that you need to incorporate into your final infographic project. We've taken the time to process through the rubrics, so now you have a clear understanding of what is entailed in creating your final infographic. So now it's time to put the infographic together, and this will be the fun, creative part that I hope you guys will enjoy. So if you come to your Google Classroom, you're going to look for the February 14th through 18th tab. You're going to see Infographic Final Project Template posted here. You're going to want to click on that, and when you do, you're going to see that the rubric again is posted here. You should be referencing that as you build your project. You're also going to see there is a link to a Canva infographic template for you. You want to click on that, and then from there, you're going to click Use Template. Now, it might ask you to sign in. You will sign in with your Google Jeffco account, and you will click Use Template. So welcome to Canva. I know some of you are familiar with it and some of you are not. Let's just look at how it's laid out. So what you have in Canva are a few things. First of all, this is like your palette. Think of that like an artist palette. These are the different designs that you can use when creating your infographic. They have many different infographic layouts for you, many different color schemes, and many different designs, which I hope you will find very useful. There is also the Elements tab. So if you want to incorporate like lines or shapes or photos or, anything that you're trying to look for, the Elements is really helpful. The uploads is also very helpful because if you're trying to upload, say, like information, like I need to upload seals of the ancient Indian civilization, I can create and put up my own uploads and I can put them here. Text allows you to adjust text, and logos, you're not going to have any of those logos because none of the Bradford logos are loaded there. Your first step, though, is to choose a layout. Now, this is really critical because your layout is going to communicate the overall design that you are trying to convey to your audience. So for me, my infographics all about ancient India. And so I really want to be thoughtful when I choose an infographic that I have chosen colors and ideas that really I think connect to the ancient Indian culture. And one of them that I saw when I was perusing before I pulled up this video is this one. I loved the layout of this. Now you might be like, I can't see that. It's really hard to see. Well, you can just simply push Control plus, and you can see that it will grow larger and create a larger format. Now, let me tell you why I really like my format. Number one, I love the colors. When I look at these colors, they help me kind of connect to ancient India. I like the soft, subtle colors, and there are also a lot of vibrant colors like you see here in the borders, as well as when you look at the infographic boxes. I really appreciate and like the overall color design and the color scheme. So I, for one, am going to stick with this color scheme because I really like it. You're going to take as much time as you need to scroll through and find the layout that works best for you. Now, the other reason I chose this layout is I liked the way it was staggered. So what you'll see is there's a graphic, writing, writing, graphic, graphic, writing, writing, graphic, and it staggers itself back and forth. And I really like how it wasn't like all just one flow. It was staggering the information coupled with an image. So I felt for me and what I'm trying to communicate, that was really what I was going for. I wanted a flow, but I wanted it to be staggered as well. So now it's time to start putting things together and putting my creative touch. So you'll notice that in my Google Classroom, I have also pulled up my writing that I highlighted, and I have my Canva document open. I have both of these open, and I'm going to work side by side with both of them. Now, my reminder is, what is my driving question? Oh yeah, why did the ancient Indus River Valley civilization thrive? So the title of my infographic needs to be around that. Hey, don't write your question as your title. That's boring and not going to connect and get your audience really engaged. So I might do something as simple as, let me delete here. There we go. Indus River valley, Indus River Valley, can thrive. So what I'm doing there is kind of playing a little bit and seeing how the wording works. Obviously, my sizing is way too big. I also don't like this cursive. It's not doing me any justice right now. But you can see I can just come up to these different graphics up here, and I can always change that. But for now, I'll just choose that. Even though I don't really like it, I can come back and edit it later. I'm not sure I like my title either, but again, I can edit it and come back. And then in this subtitle that I have here, I'm going to just write why the Indus River thrived. Okay, again, spelling errors. I need to take care of those because those are part of the rubric. I have to be precise. Well, spelling is not working. So Grammarly doesn't want to work, but that's okay. You guys can fix it later. All right, so if I come back to my document, the first thing I talked about here is good trade relations. So what I'm going to do first is I need a graphic here. I don't like this image. This is not the right image. That image is not going to do what I need it to do to communicate about my ancient civilization. So they're going to give you stock templates. You can just click on those and you can delete them. It's super simple and it doesn't take too much time unless it doesn't want to cooperate like mine isn't right now. And that is not what I want to do. So you can delete these little pieces here and then you can insert your own image that'll allow you to communicate your info. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to search trading. So I want to find a way to communicate trading. Now, yes, all of these are great symbols about trading, but you guys, these are like modern day symbols, and I'm talking about an ancient civilization. So I'm kind of looking for like other ways to trade that might convey my civilization. And as I'm going through what I'm seeing here, nothing is popping up. So what if I did like a boat? Because they use boats to trade. Let's see. Does that get what I need? Kind of, not really. So I'm just going to, for our sake, just choose one just to show you how to implement it. But I don't like this one, so I'm going to come back and do it later. So let's say I want this one. It's going to pop it into my infographic. You're going to see it didn't go where I wanted it to, but that's okay. I will just simply drag it and move it. And I'll put it up here. And then I can resize that graphic with no problems. Now, the other nice thing about this is you can add multiple graphics in one spot. So say I wanted this canoe too. I could drag that canoe right up here and I could resize it and I could put it into my place as well. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. I want the canoe, not that. Hold on. Okay, so there. I can have multiple images within my graphic. Okay, so the intention here is that you have a load of graphics here that you can use to convey. So I'm going to put here in my title, I'm going to put trade. Trading was key. So what I'm going to do here is come back to my document, and now I need to do some conveying and explaining about, well, why trade helped them thrive. So I could actually do some copying and pasting from my own words, right? I'm just going to come in here, whoops, and I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to start pasting in some of my own words. But then I'm going to probably have to make some adjustments and make things work a little bit better. The civilization used the river to develop a network of successful trade routes and then good trade relations and peaceful. Okay. And then I think I'm going to say these trade routes helped the civilization thrive because they, what did I say in my writing? Gotta go back. Oh, good relations. They developed good relations with their trading partners, and it created peaceful relations as well. So I'm not satisfied with my writing yet, but I can go back and edit that. So you'll see the next part that I'm going to talk about based on my writing here is all about the houses and the way the cities were designed. And so I'm going to actually take two of those and put two elements about my cities. And then in these two elements here, I'm going to show pieces of the writing system. Now, the final piece I want you to note is that down here, you'll see that there should be, well, you want to find a template where you can put your sources in. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to my document where I have all my sources. That's probably your research document. And I'm literally going to take my sources and copy and paste them on in to this area here, because you do need to cite every single one of your sources and give credit to all of your sources. So you will put a source citation page right at the bottom. If you run out of space and there's no space, check it out. You can always click add a page and you can add your citations on a separate page. So now it's your turn. Go play, go have some fun. But remember, refer to the rubric as often as you can and make sure that your infographic tells the story of your civilization.